How realistic is it to save 100K in your 20s in the UK? I'm going to use real numbers based off average salaries in London, real returns, and how much your money is going to grow over time. The average salary for 22 to 29-year-olds in London is £35,386, making your monthly take-home pay after tax £2,416.50. So how achievable is it to get 100K invested by age 30 on that salary? For this video, I'm going to assume that you live at home with your parents and you don't have to pay rent, because this is the only way that I see this being sustainable on that salary and allowing you to also have a life. Firstly, one of the most tax-efficient ways you can invest is via your pension, especially if your employer does contribution matching. The smallest percent that you need to contribute is 3% of your salary to get employer matching. But let's supercharge this for this example and say that you contribute 5% and get your employer's 5%. If you don't currently pay into your pension or get the employer matching, I would definitely start. Otherwise, that is just free money that you're leaving on the table. And this is the number one dumbest thing that I did in my 20s, was canceling my workplace pension. I would have literally been a millionaire by now. So don't be dumb like me. You're welcome. So contributing 5% of your 35K salary and getting the employer match, you are getting £3,538 a year. And then over 10 years from ages 20 to 29, the amount that you actually would have paid in would be roughly 35K. But you are going to end up at the end of 10 years with £59,000 in that pension pot based on 10% average annual growth. So you only put in around 23 to 24K and the rest came from the growth on that money. But let's get back to the 100K in your 20s, because I'm sure that you want to have that money before you're 60 to get a house or live your best life. Technically, we only have 40K to go, but stick around. You're going to be surprised by how much money you can actually make by investing regularly. For my example, we're going to say you invest aggressively during this time, putting 20% of your take-home pay into the stock market. The S&P 500 index, for example, has returned on average 11.85% over the last 50 years. Let's say you're putting 20% of your take-home salary after tax into an ETF of the S&P 500. 20% of your take-home pay after your pension contribution is going to mean £459.70 a month invested into the stock market from age 20 to 29, which, if you don't pay rent, is an achievable amount. Think of it broken down into even smaller amounts to make it more achievable. It's £115 a week, or just £16.40 a day. So that's about $5,500 a year invested at an average of 10% returns for 10 years. You are going to end up with £94,200 by the time you're age 30. And that is from putting in only around 55K of your own money. Based on my numbers from this example, you are going to have almost 100K in investments by the time you're 30, not even including your pension, which is going to make you a guaranteed millionaire by retirement. If you are watching this and you're not still in your 20s, you can still use these same figures to hit your 100K mark, whatever age you are. So don't let the idea of compounding over time put you off from starting. The best time to start is always right now. Follow me for more financial education and let's get on top of our money.